Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
It is a pretty hot late summer afternoon here in the South Bay as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set.
Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. First time we get to see the 49ers offense behind their quarterback, now in his 7th season as a pro from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And there he is, the man known as Jimmy G, Jimmy Garoppolo, who I thought had a really nice year in 2019. So close to culminating with a Super Bowl title. Accurate with the football, completed nearly 70% of his passes, which was 4th best in the NFL. Nearly 4,000 yards through the air with a team that runs the ball with great efficiency. 27 touchdowns, but in the Super Bowl, didn't quite make the plays they needed down the stretch. But remember, some big wins last year. At New Orleans, at Seattle in Week 17, 2 playoff wins. He's continuing to develop as one of the better ascending players in the league.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and 2, Garoppolo. Samuel bringing in the slant. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37.
And Deebo Samuel's another one of those young receivers that not only looks like a running back, but plays like one after the catch. And he had one of the best seasons among 2019's rookie receivers. Just over 800 yards receiving, but by the time the playoffs hit, he'd become WR1 for the 49ers. And now with the departure of Emmanuel Sanders, that should give him even more looks. Look for him to catch the ball downfield and also take it out of the backfield.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 22. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Garoppolo's pass.
The Cardinals coming out led by Kyler Murray, the offensive rookie of the year a season ago, and back for more here in year number 2.
I still remember being in Indianapolis at the Combine when the result of Kyler Murray's height was announced. And when the tape measure showed him at a little bit above 5'10", all doubts went out the window, and rightly so. The Cardinals went 5-10-1 with him last year, but he was the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. This guy can make great plays with his arm, can scoot with his feet, and has motivated this team and has them on a really good upward trajectory.
DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
He was brought down by Emmanuel Mosley. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cardinals.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and
10.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing now is Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. To throw, it's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
Well, warm up QB too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On the screen, this is Coleman. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. And they were able to get him down and force the punt.
Able to spin free. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And we remind you, lots more to come here this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing... Got his man, complete! And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Here's Murray from midfield. Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 48 yards.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line, gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cardinals will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The attention shifts back to Jimmy Garoppolo and the NFC champs. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
CD, you take a look at this draft class from this offense, and they went defense with their first-round pick.
Yeah, and you and I both know there were a lot of good players on that list, but this was a defense that was in need of an infusion of youth and speed, and that's what they got.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devon Kennard in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Intercepted.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
To George Kittle.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touch.